Hey everyone, it's Karissa from Shining Light on Minnesota. Super excited. I have Collins Oppong here. Welcome, Collins.
Thank you so very much, Karissa. I really appreciate this invitation.
Yes. So we kind of brought you out last minute.
Yes.
You have a super exciting event coming out September 6th. Let's tell everybody about Beyond Seasons Golf Tournament.
Yeah, so Beyond Seasons Golf Tournament, it started off 4 years ago.
Yes.
What started off as a birthday gathering of golf with my friends. So I invited like 16 of them, and then 16 more showed up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I don't know these guys.
All right.
and,
Yep.
and I'm like, guys, I know you are here not because it's my birthday. You are here
Right.
because it's golf. So I
Yep.
realized that it's something bigger than my birthday. And one of the gentlemen who attended the event said, we can actually make this bigger if we put in some sponsorship. So he volunteered to sponsor the second event. And we actually decided now to move away from it being my birthday celebration to becoming a golf tournament,
Nice.
celebrating golf, especially within the immigrant and Black community, as well as our partners and friends. So yeah, that's what we've been doing since 4 years ago, and this will be our fourth year.
When is your birthday? It's got to be close to it somewhat.
My birthday is October 28th.
Nice.
So actually, the first year we had to actually do it 2 weeks before because it was going to get cold.
Yes.
So we did the first one October 15th.
Yep.
And we realized that, now let's actually move it further. So we actually do the tournament mostly either August, ending of August or early September.
28th is my son's birthday, so that's a great day.
Oh,
Perfect
wow.
day, yes.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome, yes.
So you're doing it to raise money for children, and it's also to get those children into the game of golf.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's two parts to that
Yes.
where we considered based on an organization my wife started called Circle of Life that we could actually use this tournament, even though we are celebrating golf and awarding prizes, also raise some funds
Yes.
to support Circle of Life. That is in the education and provision of sanitary pads
Right.
to young girls who need, like you mentioned. So yeah, that is one part that we will do. The second part is that when the families and young girls and women come, and especially people who otherwise haven't thought about playing golf
Right.
come around, we have a program called First Timers Golf that introduces them to the game.
Yeah.
I realized it's important because when I started the game, I started without taking lessons, and I
Right.
realized that was the most
Even when you
worst
do, it's like,
decisions.
oh my gosh, like I could lose it every day, and it's
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
So now we have a program where we work with Three Rivers
Nice.
Park and the coach to actually take these new people through golf lessons.
Well, it's amazing because there's so many people out there that don't have opportunities and don't have the whereabouts to or know how to get into the game of golf. And
Indeed.
golf is a lifelong sport.
Absolutely.
From the mental game to the preparation to just the network and the nature and everything about it.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I could never have imagined my life without golf. Like, for the very short time I've been in the game, the kind of connections I've built, the kind of things I've even get to know about my own self, realizing myself on the golf course every day, the things I need to work on,
Yep.
my temperament, my emotions, and dealing with different people at different times.
Yes.
And I feel everybody needs that opportunity
Yeah.
to get to know golf and actually get involved.
It's kind of like, in a way, it's like your own therapy too. You could have a great day in the office, and the golf game is not going to be that way. Or vice versa, you could have a really bad day in the office, and
Yes.
you hit that amazing shot, or you have the best round of your life, and it brings you back, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's such an evolving roller coaster experience for me.
Yes.
I'm learning a lot about my game. I'm a high handicap guy, but I know I could be better
Right.
until a few holes just mess up everything. And I
Right.
realized that, okay, I still have some work to do.
You got to let the one shot go. And I think that's the hardest thing for a lot of people. You hit that shot, and it's like drags onto the hole, then the next hole, and then the 9, and then the 18, until you can realize that, hey, that's just a shot, and be able to mentally let that go. I mean, it is 100% a mental game, right? You see the pros like Scotty Scheffler that could get arrested and come back and play and win a
Oh
tournament.
my goodness. It was like a movie to me.
Right? Or
Yeah.
Tommy Fleetwood that just won, you just
Right.
don't know what it is until you actually get there and get to
Indeed.
play. But there are kids and people out there that can't afford it either.
Yeah,
and it is
yep.
an expensive sport, but to give them the opportunities to actually put the club in their hand and play. Like a Tony Finau and like a many kids that just will go in their garage and hit against a mattress or
Yes.
go out in their yard and just hit wiffle balls, whatever it is. Yes.
No, I think, yeah. So, and again, that's why we do what we do, trying to let people know that, yes, there could be the cost element, but we
Yes.
can also help you by removing that aspect from it. So, for example, I think the 3M Open has
Yes.
some very exciting programs for children through the Minnesota, I think, the First Tee.
The First Tee,
Those are
yes.
really great programs that I feel it's only when people come to us or we go to them and tell them about it that they can take advantage of these things. I mean, yeah, golf can be expensive. Yesterday, for example, I played at the Michael Floyd's Make a Difference
Yes.
Invitational. And when I was telling my wife, okay, I had to pay this amount to play, she's like, is it worth it? Is it not too expensive?
But the connections.
Yes. And then I took her there. She was there for 2 hours and she went home and she's like, can I come back? I said, okay, come back.
Yeah.
So she came back. And when we were driving home, I was like, do you still think it was expensive or it was worth it? She said it was actually worth it.
There
The
you
value,
go.
because yes, she came, she saw the people, the connections, everything that was ongoing. And we realized that, no, it's a great thing to do.
Well, I think one of those things, like as a female too, like growing up in the world, like even if you don't play, you're not a great player. Getting out in nature, just being out there, like being able to spend time with nature or with the people you're with and having a good time and having that connection, just being able to have time with yourself, because it is an individual sport. It's not a team sport. It's about improving yourself and improving your game.
Yes.
And doing the grind, just getting out there on the range and putting in the time. It's not something that you're magically going to be good at.
Indeed.
And people don't realize that it's the long hours spent
Yeah.
on the range, on the tee, on the putting green, everywhere. Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
No, it's especially for my children. Between my wife and I, we have 2 children. So Nyla, who is 3, every time I take her anything close to the golf course, she's so much herself. She's so excited to be around, running, jumping, swinging. And actually on Sunday there was an event. The professionals they had an event. So we did the gathering on the green, and she was like a star. She was happy to
fun.
be there. Because we dress her, of course, like
Yeah.
a golfer, and then everybody was happy to talk to her. So that's what actually I'm telling people, that you don't necessarily have to go to the golf course to play golf.
Nope, you don't.
Just show up at an event, show up at a golf
Keep
place.
it fun.
And keep
Yeah.
it fun.
Yep.
Yeah, send the kids there, buy ice cream for them, walk around, let them
do the drive,
have a
trip, and
feel.
putt, or just go to the putting green. And
Yes.
like with my kids, I mean, even just having like little competitions, like, okay, let's see if you can make the 3 putts in 6 strokes, or let's, see if you can chip and then do 2 putts, or let's go out to the driving range and, have like, I'm going to call the shots, see if you can fade it, see if you can do this, just make it fun.
Make it fun for them.
light. Yes.
Yes. No, I
But
love
at the
that.
same time, you're beginning to golf. You can't just go out and play all the time too. You
Indeed.
have to put in the practice. You have to get the lessons. You have to put in the time like everything else.
Indeed,
You're not
indeed.
going to be a natural at it.
No, yeah, especially if you have a long-term goal, which I believe should be the thing for
Yes,
everyone. That
absolutely.
you are in this for the long haul, and to do that, you're taking lessons is a really great thing, because then you enjoy the game better. You understand what you are doing.
Well, I think like everything in life, you have to have goals too. I mean, I've played the sport for 40 years, and I'm
Oh my
as of
goodness.
this year, I'm totally revamping my swing 100% in the middle of the season. I don't know why, but it's one of those things that you do. Like I could
Yes.
do it off season, but I'm completely changing everything, and you keep doing it to improve, to hit the ball farther, to change things up, to keep up with everybody else's swing. I guess it's one of those things, right?
No, it's a good thing, because really it's also saying that you admit where you have
Yes.
a shortfall, you admit where you need to make changes,
Right.
and I think that's fantastic. Like,
Yes.
I'm still learning. Like I told you, I didn't start with lessons. So then 4 years after being in the game now, I had to unlearn a lot of things.
Right.
For example, I was coming over the top a lot. Now
Yep.
I have to be intentional
Right.
about coming more in, and then bending more over my end. So it's a whole lot of different things going
Yep.
on. And sometimes you can't get it all right in the round, but then it could get better with time.
What did you think about the game before you played it? Did you think it was absolutely crazy that people were hitting a little white ball around, or did you think, hey, this is something that I could enjoy? I mean, seeing, like, obviously the Tiger Woods out there, the Jonathan Vegas, seeing like VJ is saying, I mean, all the people out there, like, they're doing it, but why are they doing it? Like, what is the
Yeah.
point of this sport? It's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. So I remember when I was in Ghana, where I'm
Yeah.
originally from, my friends, they would used to go to the golf course, take photos, and then publish a golf newspaper, which I thought was
Nice.
brilliant. I'm like,
Yes.
okay. They said they kept asking me, and they said, you know what, just come around. There's free food. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay, there you go.
You got me on
me at
that
the
one.
food. We're good. Yep.
So then I started showing up and networking and taking pictures.
Yeah.
And I realized the people were cool with me. And
Yeah.
one of the guys, the pro, I think Vincent took at the time, is like, hey, Collins, come, can you swing?
Yeah.
And I said, no, this is not for me.
No.
This is strange. This is
Right.
complex. Like,
And it's always uncomfortable no matter what you do. Like, this is not natural.
I was so resisting it in such a manner. They were like, no, calm down.
Right.
I'm like, no. I'm just here to take the pictures. I'm here for the drinks.
Yep.
And so, no, even in Ghana, I never had the courage. So now when I try to talk to people who probably start and then they don't know whether to continue, I'm like, I can understand
They
you.
get discouraged.
Yes, I can understand you, but you have to give yourself grace and time.
Yes.
So yeah, at the time, I didn't think this was for me.
No.
Until
And nobody does, right?
indeed,
Yes.
until I got into it, and now I can't get out.
It's an addiction. It really
Yes.
is. Like, I have been playing all my life, and I did take some time off when I had my kids, and then I met my boyfriend, and he thought it was the craziest,
Right.
unacceptable sport in the world. He's a big racer, and he's like, thought it was just insane that people are watching this little white ball, watching it
Yes.
on TV, playing it, and I'm like, well, guess what? I'm playing it, so
Yes.
I'm
I
gonna be out
guess-
there. If you want to
indeed.
play, you're gonna learn.
Right.
It is what it is, and now he's more addicted than I am.
Yeah.
He's taking the lessons, doing the time, like doing everything, and it's like, all right, I'm gonna go home and cook dinner. He's like, I'm out at the course. I'm like, all right, then I'm coming out. Forget the dinner. Let's go play.
Let's go play.
Yes,
And then
yeah.
you can always buy food from the clubhouse.
Yes,
So,
yep.
I love the addiction. So yeah, when people say it's not for them, I tell them, give yourself time.
Yes,
Don't
yep.
ever write off golf. Like, golf could be your next biggest thing.
Right.
Yeah.
There's so many different aspects to it. I mean, when you look at it, it can be a team sport. I mean, you look at the live stuff, they have a team behind them. They have the physical aspect. They have the sports management. They have the coaches. They have the mental aspect. They
Yes.
have all the different teams behind them, because without a team, they're not going to be where they are today either.
Indeed.
I mean, even the gym aspect, everything about it is a team sport, but it still is individual, because you have to go out there and you have to improve yourself every day.
Every day,
Right.
and show yourself
Yes.
that you are capable. No, yeah, I think sometimes amateurs, we need to give ourselves grace.
Yes.
Because indeed, like the pros, the way you mentioned it, they have a whole team helping them with everything.
yeah.
For example, if I'm on the golf course and there is something that distracts me, I have nothing to rely on.
Right.
I'm
right.
like, okay, what do I do? And like I said, I'm a high handicap. So
Yeah.
I could be hitting really good shots on 2 holes, making pars or whatever. And then the next one, maybe somebody talks in my swing.
Right.
And that takes me, like,
Yeah.
that completely takes me off, and I could mess up the next
Or
2
the cart
holes.
person coming around the corner. I mean,
Right.
it's just
And
one
it's
of
like,
those things.
Yeah.
Like, yep.
So yeah, we don't have that resources and things to really manage the situation. So actually, one of the things that probably I'm going to talk to you about is there a way we can provide resources for amateurs, even if
Yes.
it's podcast like this that is and I think there was actually a podcast here
Yes.
that was talking about
Yep.
psychology of the game.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I think
Yes.
we
Yep.
need to let every amateur see it.
Yeah.
And because we need that to really nurture our mind, especially
Absolutely.
whilst on the
I mean,
golf
there's
course.
so many different aspects. The psychology of the mind is one of the biggest things when you're out there. If you're playing golf, you're picking up the golf club for the first time, you hit that bad shot, you can't just rage quit. You can't be done. You can't have an 8 or a 10 or a 12 on a hole and think, I'm giving up.
Yeah.
You've got to just stick with it. You've got to get to a point where you're like, that was a bad shot, but guess what? Oh, well.
Yeah.
On to the next. Or get to a point where, like, I know I can do better than that.
Yes.
Get that confidence where it is confidence. It's almost like a cockiness. Like, I know I'm better than that. Let's prove it to myself
Indeed.
that I can put the next one closer and then do it. It's
I think it's a very good mental tool
Yes.
to work with because really it's 18 hole game, so obviously
Yeah.
a few holes shouldn't really
Yep.
mess up the whole plan.
And the aspect when you get older, no matter who you are, the business that can be done out on a golf course. Whether you're who you are, when you're out there talking golf, you start talking business. You can talk
Yes.
anything that's out there. I mean, it's not really closing deals, but you're building relationships. And golf
Yes.
is about relationships as well. You're starting to see people and know people, and then you start talking. What do you do? Like, who are you? And by the time you know it, they are going to call you looking for work or looking for whatever it is that they're looking for as well.
Indeed, yeah.
Yes.
I tell people, like, you build trust
Yes.
on the golf course. The person who sponsors the golf tournament, it was through golf.
Yes.
Like, and it's such an incredible experience. For example, yesterday, playing and meeting all these people and talking to them, right away, one of them heard about our project. He's like, "Oh, I have tons of things you can auction out for
Yes.
for Circle of Life." So I only tell people that, hey, give yourself the chance, get into the game, learn, build your relationship skills, and
Yes.
the world is yours to capture.
Yeah, I mean, it's also about integrity. Like, there's so many golf tournaments that you play in too, where people are out there just to have their name at the top and to win and do things the not right way. And it's
Yeah.
like, at what level, if you're doing business or whatever you're at, do you want your name at the top if you're not doing it the right way?
Indeed.
You know, so it's
people are watching you. So
Yes.
people forget that they are being watched. Like you
Yes.
said, I know friends that I play with, and sometimes that's
Right.
all they care to
Yep.
do. So even if they want to,
Yeah, I mean, in those scrambles, like, I can hit the ball quite a long ways. If I'm out there and I see someone that's beating me and they're hitting the ball maybe 50 or 150
Right.
or 200 yards, I'm like, let's go out and play then. Let's hit the driving range and we'll see.
indeed,
You know, I'll let you take it. You can have the prize. I'm not worried about that. But if you're going to take it, a couple drinks in, go ahead, have it, you know.
I think authenticity is a great thing, and for me,
Yes.
I don't think people want to play with me, or maybe people want to hang around with me because I'm the best. No, I don't. I'm not
No.
really good. I think they watch beyond that. They watch how I treat others.
Yep.
They watch how
That's the
I'm,
biggest
I'm
part,
talking
like,
to others,
yes.
how sincere I am with my scores, and
Yep.
obviously, yes, if there's something I need to clarify, I'll clarify with whoever I have to.
Yep.
But I don't intentionally, because I know people who intentionally try to distract others, for example.
Absolutely.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
why are you doing
What's
that?
the point
Just
of it?
because
Yeah, I'm gonna call you out. Like, what's? Yeah, somebody's gonna make a putt and you're gonna quick drop something or make some noise or
or cough or
right.
try to whisper into
Yep.
somebody's ears
Right.
while they are trying
Start
to
the card
swing.
or right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So no, and I think it's a good thing you brought up because others are watching these things. So you they may have done that to score or be on the first of the leaderboard, but others think, okay, you are not a sincere person, you are not authentic,
And there's always somebody else watching. You never know what kid's watching that. Or
Indeed.
somebody younger or somebody else that's growing up that wants to play and wants to know the rules.
Mm-hmm.
When I learned, this is going to age me, but before we were even out on the golf course, we had to get the rule book and we were tested on the rule book and we had to know
Yes.
every single rule in that rule book
Yes.
before we were even allowed to go out on the golf course. And that was one of those things that I am proud to know that we had to learn it that way. You know, it's
No, I think it's a good thing. And actually, I think if it gets to a point where maybe the USGA has to make sure that whoever starts to play at least an 18 or academic course has to almost
Yeah.
pass
yeah.
a tutorial or something like
Yep.
a training, a 20-minute, 1 hour, whatever training, because
Yep.
it's very important.
It
Like,
is.
it has a far-reaching effect. For example, if you say if you're playing with kids, they're picking up habits from you
Right.
because they feel you're doing it, they could do it.
Yep.
But if people are learning the right way, I think it's
Well,
it's
it's
the right
it's
way
safety
to
too. I mean, there's enough kids out there and young adults and adults in general that are not doing things safe, like hitting the ball where they
Yeah.
shouldn't be and swinging when there's people behind them and taking golf carts into sand traps and just all the other things that you
Yeah.
know. You know
Yeah.
better than that. Like, come on.
No, I think, especially after COVID, I know a lot of people are getting into the
Yes.
game, but we should also find a way to maintain the sanity
Right.
of the game because for many of us, that is our safe spot. Like,
Right.
for many people, especially I know of single mothers that I introduced the game to, that is where
Right.
they go to find some solace.
Yes.
And the least they want to do is people probably arguing or people throwing tantrums or running the
Right.
carts where they shouldn't do.
Yep.
So, I think we need to all help to keep the sanity of the game.
I think the other part that I think I can't quite get past yet are when people bring little babies or infants out
Mm-hmm.
there, just because it's the whole I don't know where people's golf balls are going to go, and if they
Right.
hit those little kids out there,
Yep.
it's not so much where mine's going to go, but not everybody knows where their golf ball's going to go. So
Indeed.
having those little kids out there running around, not little, but like the infant size.
Indeed, yes.
They're
Yes.
infants, you know, like yeah.
I think
Yeah.
people can do better judgment with that, especially
Yes.
because at the end of the day, it's your child. You want to
Yeah.
protect them at all
I,
times.
I love the fact that there's
Yeah.
little kids out there playing and have their golf clubs and getting out there on the course. But when they can't walk and talk yet. That's
Yeah,
a little different
that's
story.
a different story.
Yeah. So your golf tournament's raising money.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about you and your history. You grew up in. Tell about like your history and where you went to school and kind of what brought you here.
Oh, yeah. So,
Yes.
I grew up mostly in Ghana.
Yep.
Actually, I left Ghana when I was 30 years.
Okay.
So, I've lived in Ghana almost all my life. And then about 11 years ago, I was fortunate enough to travel through the US visa lottery system.
Okay.
So my friend who I was in college with back in Ghana, the now Cape Coast Technical University, he was here 4 years, and he's like, okay, I mean, it's a cool place, but hey, it gets very, very cold. So it's your choice. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to be here in Minnesota for 2 years.
Yep.
And then I decided the next step. But obviously, the 2 years came, and then another 2, and then before I know it was 10 years. So no, yeah, I came here, got married 5 years ago.
Nice.
Yes, my education background is in business administration.
Yep.
I'm hoping to, now I think I have to master in a project that is golf related. I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I settled down with my wife. Between us, we have 2 children,
Amazing.
Naila and Malachi. And before I married, I had two children. So there's Elsie, who is in Ghana. Actually,
Yep.
also be joining us next month.
Amazing.
Yeah, she's
Yep.
moving to the United States. And my son, Caden. My wife is
Caden?
here. Yeah, Caden.
My son's
Yeah.
name is Caden as well.
Oh,
So when you
wow.
said his birthday is the one on the 28th. So when you're
Indeed.
like,
Now the
this,
28th,
there's,
and then it says
yes.
Caden.
So I stopped. I'm like, okay, there's ties here now. There's,
yes,
yeah.
yes. That's interesting. That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah. Other than that, I'm a very simple person in
Yes.
terms of how I approach things. I try to do the easy things to be happy, to get along. I'm a people person. Like
Yeah.
I try to interact, meet new people every time, connect with people. And I have a business providing marketing media services. So
Yep.
when I came in, I saw everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
Okay, we can tie some of
Yeah,
this in. I got
indeed.
this. I understand this. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, I love everything that you're doing here. And I'm in a space where I'm trying to use what I have
Yep.
to help others in terms of building connections for them, networking, and even sometimes just referral, just helping also events, people, organizations do the things that they do so that I can use my expertise to help them achieve their best results.
Who have been some of your mentors along the way that have really helped you get into where you're at today?
Mentors, yes. My dad, who has passed, but obviously what I learned from him is simplicity to approach.
Yeah.
Also learning hard work and just not being too hard on yourself. So
Right.
I think on that side, that's what I learned from. On a general level, I will talk about sometimes my pastors in church, especially now. I'm with River Valley and always listening and being part of small groups and things like that. There are leaders there that I'm learning a lot from. And also on the golf level, Rory.
Rory? Yep.
Yes.
I like Rory too.
yeah,
He's one of
yeah.
my favorites. Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
people don't get him all the time, but I'm
Right.
like, I think,
Yep.
yeah, I relate to him in many ways. I like his tenacity. I like how he approaches the
Yes.
game. I
Yep.
like his passion for the game
Absolutely.
and how outspoken he can be. So yeah, all these people kind of shape my views in life. Yeah.
If you could change one thing about the game of golf, what would you change?
If I could change one thing, I think it would be having to hit from a divot that you didn't create. I feel it's not the best. It's like
Right.
people are supposed to repair their divot. So if they
Right.
did not,
Yep.
and my ball is sometimes it's about 1 or 2 inches, and
It's tough.
I feel it's not because it's supposed to be a game of fairness.
Right.
So I think if they could do something about that.
If you get a club length from things that you did not put on the course, then
Indeed.
yeah, I get
Indeed.
it. Yeah.
Especially for amateurs. For example, we were playing last week with a group, and it's like, no, we have to play from them. Like, but he could hurt his wrist
Right.
just by doing
Yep.
that. And he's like, okay, then he can take a stroke. I'm like, why does he need to
Why
take a
does he have to
stroke
take
for
a stroke,
something?
right? Yeah.
And
Right.
he's on the fairway. It's not
Right.
like even in the in the rough. So no, I think that'll be one of the things. And secondly, allowing the space for people to have their moments before they hit a shot.
Yes.
So people should stand as far away as possible.
Mm-hmm.
People should refrain from anything conversation when people are
Yep.
trying to imagine and hit this. I don't know, but I
Yep.
feel those are two things that very personal to me.
What do you think when you started the game of golf, what was important to you to get to where you are today? Do you think it was more the practice time? Do you think it was more training and getting out of the course, a little bit of both, or just jumping in and playing like some of the bigger, more difficult courses, or everything?
I think at the start it was more like making contact.
Yeah.
So in my mind, okay, let me make contact. Then I
Right.
realized that there was more to that. So
Yep.
I think eventually it became just being in tune with what I'm trying to do,
Okay.
being very present with every shot.
Yep.
So and that's even where I think I am now. Where anytime I realize I'm even slightly out of focus in my mind, I get things wrong. Like it could be anything at all. So yeah, I think it's a good space where I find myself now trying to sit back and look and see, okay, how can I really work on this? But yeah.
Which is kind of important because that's every day in life too. Everybody has to kind of put the phones down, be in the
Yes.
moment, take a second and like reset, right?
Indeed.
So no matter what you're doing, you have to refocus and
Yes.
take a moment and just be present.
Absolutely.
What do you think's upcoming for your kids in the golf game, and what do you think you see in the future with the game of golf?
For my kids in particular, would be getting them to love the game as much as possible. I mean, having a lot of golf balls around the house where they can have touch and feel it. Getting them to swing, getting them to watch golf, golf on TV, and all of that. And I think that beyond everything, beyond the fact that I want them to learn at a younger age, it's also to help them cultivate the habit that comes with it.
Right.
Promptness, the habit of showing up, the habit of being ready, the habit of learning to wait for your turn, the habit of patience, the habit of temperance.
Right.
So all of these are some of the things. And I think for the future of golf, as far as now we are opening up golf for everybody, the regulations should also step in to make it welcoming, but then also to keep some of the good rules still in place. So the popularity does not necessarily take away from what golf really means.
I think one of the things that really drew me into the game back in the day, which was also difficult, probably was I played a lot of team sports when I grew up. I had brothers, was always thrown into their stuff. But the fact that you could do it alone. Like I always was out there playing with a lot of people, but I enjoyed playing golf alone too.
Oh yeah, I
taking
did
the
too.
time, like if you knew you hit a bad shot, being able to play 2 or 3 balls into the green, seeing the different ways that the green would break.
Yes.
And nobody likes to do that these days. Everybody wants to play, make sure you have a foursome and go out there. I'm like, no, I just want to go out there and play by myself and enjoy it. Like be able to play 2 balls and see how they break or do different things like that. And then on the same hand, if I'm out there and I see, and you can ask anybody on this, if I see like a turtle crossing, I'll probably take a picture of the turtle crossing. And it's just one of those things that you do. Like it's just who I am.
I love doing those. I think probably that's the one reason why I don't always like to ride.
Right.
I like to walk so that I can. Yesterday, for example, when we're playing at some holes, I'm like, no, I want to feel the
You're more in the moment
fairway.
when you walk. Yes. You can find your ball more. Like I pace it out more. You play a lot better. But it's just being more in the moment too.
Yeah, but more in the moment. And like you said, I think it's such a great way to really get into the moment, learn the game, even by yourself, because I have no problem at all calling and say, you're the only one. I'm like, I'm okay.
I'm good.
I want to walk. I want to just enjoy it, take a moment, enjoy the breeze, take pictures, because there's more to golf than necessarily making the score.
Right.
So, and that's what I feel it's good for everybody to connect with that.
I like the fact that they're changing the way that they're doing it with the tee boxes too. You play to your ability, not just, hey, this is juniors, this is men's, this is women's, this is seniors. You do have to play to your ability, and if you want to try to step it up and play a tee back, you can certainly do that, but it is important to play to your ability.
Absolutely, because people are different. I mean, the fact that people may be of the same age, the same height, whatever, they are different in their perspective. I don't think there should be that strict rule as to, okay, we always have to start from whatever. If people, because it doesn't even matter. Like I've seen people who are the same handicap, one will play from black, one will play from blue, and the black man is necessarily win or whatever. So I think people have to do things that are more in tune with their ability.
Right. Well, and I think to kind of go off of that, I don't know how many times people say, hey, you know, you're not playing from the red tees. I'm like, just watch me play. Like, I do know, and I'm doing it because the red are too easy. Like,
Indeed.
it's just one of those, it's not a challenge. I like hitting my longer irons. I have a 2-iron. I like
Right.
playing, some of those longer shots, and I just want to do it. And they're like, well, that's late. I'm like, not anymore. You play to your ability, right? Like, you're
Yes.
trying to, like, make the game a little bit more difficult. And speaking of more difficult, the golf balls have changed.
Yeah, that's what I'm learning. Yes.
They're not spinning the same. They're changing a little bit. What do
Yeah.
you think about the golf clubs and the golf balls changing?
I think probably overall it's good for the game
Yeah.
because I think probably they are looking at it looking at it from the time back
Yep.
where they didn't have all these technology improvements and all of that. So I think to really keep up a certain level of challenge
Yes.
in the game, I think anything to not make the game overly easy
Right.
it's probably a welcoming thing. But then, of course, it has to be done in a way that it doesn't also put too much strain
Right.
on people trying to enjoy and make good score or whatever they want to do. Yeah.
I think everybody's ability is their ability, and it's all about the time that they put into it.
Yes.
It's kind of one of those, you want to improve, you put in the time.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That's
There's
what-
not one person in the world, I don't care if you're Tiger Woods or who you are, that's going to be a complete natural from the beginning.
Indeed.
Right?
Indeed. Yeah. One of the guys I introduced to the game recently, I see he's doing well, and I'm like, yeah, your time you put it in is paying off.
Yes.
And he said, wow, I understand why you guys told me you don't play golf 4 times in a season and feel you are.
You
I said,
can't
"No."
expect, and you can't get golf clubs every single season and play only 3 times and expect to be
Right.
shooting
To be
par
shooting-
or even 90. Like, it's
Yeah.
not going to happen.
Right. So no, yeah, I think putting in the time, learning more about your game and observing your shortfalls and challenges as well as your strength are very important. Yeah.
So, work-wise, you've been busy. What have been some obstacles that you've come across in the marketing world and where you're at today and just in the promotion world?
I think some of the challenges, with the insurgence of AI and everything, people think, I think I can do this. I think I can. So there's always that back and forth, but obviously they always come back because they realize that, okay, it's not the same. Even with the AI, somebody has to actually have the ability to use it.
Yes.
So, no, I think that's one of the challenges. Otherwise, everything is evolving and we are using different means to solving problems for our clients.
Right.
Because then again, because there's so much proliferation of media attention and everything, there's too many options, and the human, I think, attention is focused on too many things. So
Yep.
If, for
Too many
example,
choices.
if-
Make it simple, right?
Yeah, if print is
Yes.
not working, let's try electronic.
Right.
If electronic is not working, let's try email marketing. If
Yes.
whatever means
Right.
that we
Yep.
can. So yeah, I think we are just learning day and day how best we can be serving our clients. Yes.
Absolutely. I think that's the name of the game. You've got to know your clients.
Yes.
And you've got to know what they want, because you can't just say, here's everything, pick from it, because they're going to get overwhelmed and just be done.
Indeed.
When you talk about your kids, you talk about your wife, the circle of life. How long has that been around for?
I think I would say for 3 years. Yes. So after our first tournament, so we introduced. I think she opened it. She started the organization just around the second
Yep.
tournament. So yeah, it's been around for 3 years, and so far we've done at least 4 major donations. They all happened in Ghana, where we identified schools
Nice.
and provided sanitary pads that supplied at least 6 months of supplies to them.
Nice.
So yeah, now we
And
have.
do you know the specific schools that you're supplying them to, or is it okay?
Yes, yeah.
Good.
So we have people like family and friends who at least for 2 of the schools, I know that because I attended one of the schools.
Okay, good.
Yes, Reminisce
So
Club.
it's going to places that you know and people that you know that are dispersing them, not
yes.
just some organization that you hope it's going
Oh
to.
no,
Yes.
yeah. We have personal contacts, and
Nice.
they go there. They show videos. They actually do a whole assembly of the students.
Okay,
So and
good.
they just don't even just give it out. They give them education.
Wonderful.
About how to use it and the need for sanitary and again for safe usage of all of that. So yeah, we are very connected on that personal level as well.
How big was your golf tournament last year, and how well did it go, and where was it located at?
Yeah, so last year we did at Apple Valley, Valleywood Golf Course. We had 52 players played,
Nice.
which was good for us. And then we had about 10 volunteers. We had community people also come by. We had vendors and everything. So yeah, it's on that scale of things. It was pretty successful. This year, it looks like we will get up to about 70 players.
Amazing.
Yeah, because as of today, we are like almost 60 registered, and we are looking for at least, because people are calling that,
Yeah.
hey, yeah, we saw you on TV and we want to do this. So
Yep.
we are opening up for that as well. The other focus is to get a community and families there. And we are doing it at Brookview. Brookview Golf Course, which has a lawn bowling.
Lawn bowling, yep.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is great. So I'm like, hey.
Golden Valley, yes, yep.
Yes. So, and there's also the kids playground area.
Yes.
So what we are asking families to do is that, just come check it out.
Just bring the families out. Yes, make it a whole family-friendly fun event.
Enjoy
Yes.
it. Whilst the golfers are playing, you can hang around. If you want to take lessons, you can do that. If
Hit
not,
golf
just
balls, do the lawn bowling.
Yes.
Just bring everybody out.
indeed,
Yes.
there'll be music. There's going to be a lot of food, and
Food is a reason to just come in itself, right?
Yes, indeed. So yeah, that's how we're planning this year, to continue to attract the community and families to be part of it, and hopefully we can get people who want to start a game from there.
Amazing. I don't think our viewers know, and if they don't, they need to know how much time goes into putting a golf tournament on
my
or an
goodness.
event on, period, right?
Oh my goodness,
Yes.
especially golf. It's because every detail matters.
Yes.
Every detail matters, even with pairing, everything. Of course, if some events you plan for 100 people, you don't care who is who.
Right.
They just showed up.
Yep.
But for golf, every detail matters.
Yep.
Working with vendors, getting your souvenirs,
Getting the golf course, getting everything. Yes.
everything.
Yep.
Yeah. So hopefully, as we do this, we would continue to earn the trust of people to continue to support and
Yep.
even sponsor us to a level where we can even hire more people.
For sure. And getting the processes down, it'll start getting easier and flow more. And people will start knowing their lanes. Like, okay, this is easy. Now we can start,
Indeed.
not easy, but easier, and start getting
Yes.
things going more.
Absolutely.
How can people get in touch, and how can people register, and how can they find out more about the event on
Yes.
the 6th at Brookview?
Indeed. So yes, the way to connect is to visit. We have a Facebook event page, which is Beyond Season Golf Tournament. So if you go there, you can get all the information. Otherwise, you can go on our website, which is bsgt.beyondmediasolutions.net. So it's actually our business website, but then we added a landing page. So when we start with bsgt.beyondmediasolutions.net, you're going to get all the information that you need. You can sign up. You can look at packages that we have, especially for partners and sponsors. But if you just want to show up and play, you can also sign up and do that. You can actually call me on my direct number, 952-288-6574, or you can send me an email on collinsbeyond@gmail.com, and we'll be very glad to share every information that you need so that you can join us on this big day.
And your work, how can they get a hold of you there? And tell them a little bit more about getting a hold of you.
Indeed. So as far as work is concerned, if you need anything, especially in marketing wise, to build your business, to help people reach you, marketing activations, or anything from developing websites, anything that you feel you needed help to kind of project your company more, you can always reach us on our website, beyondmediasolutions.net, and we'll be very glad to help you.
Lots of Beyonds. That's the goal. It's very easy to get a hold of him.
Indeed.
So we will have this out before your golf tournament for sure.
Thank you.
It'll go out in our newsletter as well. We really appreciate having you on. Can't wait to hear about the golf tournament.
Absolutely.
And hopefully be a part of it next year.
Indeed.
Yes.
We'd love to have you around. We'll be giving you updates as to how the day goes on September 6th. But the
Yes.
community is excited. Golfers are anticipated because our trophies are in, our banners,
Exciting.
everything are in. Yeah,
And then the food and the family, everybody out
Yes.
there, it's going to be a great time.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed.
And it's
gonna be
golf,
a great
right?
time. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Can't go wrong. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Karissa. I appreciate the space.
We
Thank you.
appreciate having you here.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yep.